If you're a big fan of hero mass entry scenes, intense BGM, slow-mo action sequences, then this movie is definitely for you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and yes, finally watched Kaduva in the theaters this week, which stars Prithviraj in the lead role. So, did I happen to enjoy watching this film? Kinda. Let's talk about it. The movie is directed by Shaji, and from what I have been told is that he is an extremely popular 90s director who is, well, really known for making such massy commercial, action kind of movies. The movie itself is also set up in the 90s. The basic plot or premise deals with a male ego tussle between two characters, that is Kurvachan aka Kaduva and James. Two characters having ego problems and turning it into a full-blown war? Where have I heard this before? Yes, it is going to sound all too familiar if you have watched films like Driving License and Ayappanam Koshiyam, both of which stars Prithviraj, surprisingly. I would say Kaduva falls somewhere in between Driving License and Ayappanam Koshiyam, because in Driving License the treatment of that entire premise and the plot was pretty light-hearted, and with Ayappanam Koshiyam, well, let's be very honest, it's a masterpiece. Kaduva's overall treatment essentially has a serious undertone to it, but in context of the screenplay and the world building and the storytelling, it feels extremely basic. The movie pre-interval will show you how the villain creates all these problems for the hero, and then post-interval, it is the hero getting back up at the top with a big showdown. Shaji Kailas knew. He knew exactly what he was doing with this film. He did not make this movie to make nuanced characters or complex dynamics between the characters. He made it solely for the audience entertainment, where we will have the opportunity to whistle and cheer for the hero. And that's necessarily not a bad thing. So either you're going to love this movie, enjoy every moment while watching it, or you're just going to watch it, forget about it, and move on. And I don't know if that was intentional, because yeah, it's fine that you have given all the glory and the spotlight to Prithviraj's character, but honestly, I would have wanted the same for the antagonist also. I really wanted Vivek Oberoi to have more screen time, because when you are building up a film for an epic showdown between the villain and the hero, you need to give that much weightage to the villain's character arc also. I want both hero and villain to be at equal footing, because that is when the final fight will be most enjoyable. In this movie, Vivek Oberoi's character Joseph lacks screen presence. Other than that, the writing for the supporting characters was also very basic. I mean, for example, Prithviraj's family, specifically, his partner, his wife, I really did not care about her. I think for me personally, I really did not care about any of the supporting actors except for Vivek Oberoi, and that too because he was the villain. Now, I know the movie was recently broiled into a controversy because of a dialogue that hurt the sentiments of parents with children having special needs. And it's good to know that the filmmakers have acknowledged it. From what I have recently read is that they have cut that scene out in the new film footage, and they have replaced it with, I think, another scene, and it has gone for, again, recertification from the censor board. So yeah, that's what I know till now. Now, coming back to the film, the BGM by Jakes Bejoy was good. It was decent. Like, it was okay, nothing out of the ordinary, and I was expecting a lot more, because I love Jakes Bejoy's work, and he has had a great streak till now. Like, his latest BGM scores, songs have been absolutely amazing. Just that I think for this movie, it never reached 100 for me. It was somewhere always between 70 and 80, but could never reach that awesomeness of, 100% goosebump. If you did not feel that, please let me know. But for me, I think he could do a lot better, especially in the, the hero entry or the mass scenes. Technically, I feel cinematography as well as the action choreography was top notch. We get that typical slow-mo action choreography in the fight scenes, and I really am happy that there are quite a few, dijum scenes, and they're very enjoyable. So the camera angles for all the action choreography, the little details captured, the VFX done in those shots, I think all of it came together really well. I would say cinematography wise, the action sequences, the way it has been captured, are literally the highlight point of this movie. But the biggest factor that works in favor of this film is Prithviraj Sukumaran himself. I don't know how I feel to admit this. I don't know if I love to admit it or if I hate to admit it. But the fact of the matter is that if Prithviraj was not a part of this movie, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. I always give story the first and foremost priority, then comes the director, and then comes the performer. After watching this, I can assure you that if it wasn't for Prithviraj, at least for me, as an audience, at least for me, if it wasn't for Prithviraj Sukumaran's presence in the movie, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. For me, the movie is watchable because of him. And I think for die-hard Prithviraj fans, this movie is going to be nothing less than a treat. Because from what I know, and since I react to so much of Malayalam content and review so many movies from Malayalam film industries, that I think public in general were a little bit tired or fatigued with the realistic films, and the audience was craving for a massy film like this. So yeah, I am pretty sure that at least in that factor, this movie delivers completely. I feel that if you had built the antagonist also at that par with the hero, it would have been even more enjoyable. The character writing, that's why I feel matters a lot, at least to me, because when you are presenting a movie which is literally a clash between the egos, I feel that both characters needed to have equal footing. So yes, in its entirety, Kaduva is like an average one-time watchable movie, at least in my eyes. If you really love this movie, let me know in the comments below, or if you really dislike this movie, let me know about that also in the comment below. I would actually categorize it as just an average entertainer that you can watch, or you can just wait for its OTT release. But I think it depends on the crowd also. If you have a really hyped up crowd, then of course then this movie would be much more enjoyable. And like I said before, for die-hard Prithviraj fans, this would be a treat. And I honestly liked him in this massy action hero avatar. He was quite good. He had a great screen presence, and that's why I said if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. So yes, those were my thoughts on the Prithviraj starrer Kaduva. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, with that, I will end this video here. I'll see you soon on my next one. Bye-bye.